Huy, medyo malaking box natin ngayon. Today we have a Tecno MEGABOOK K16. Medyo unusual to kasi normally pag sinabi mo Tecno, unang pumapasok sa mind ko or probably sa mind mo is a smartphone. Budget-friendly na smartphone na kaya mo perform. Pero laptop? And sa na mabasa kong specs dito, mukhang heavy itong laptop na ito So tara, pag-usapan natin. So this is the Tecno MEGABOOK na K16s. So dalawang variant ang lumabas na ito. May K15s and may K16s. I'll post the link sa description kung saan mo siya pwede makita. So nakuha ko itong laptop na sealed. So buksan muna natin. So we have the laptop itself. Tanggalin muna natin yung plastic. Uhuhuy! Mukhang maganda yung build niya build quality wise. Meron din siyang box dito for the accessories. And binigyan din tayo ng isang malaking manual. Grabe, antipid. Normally mga manual ng mga laptop medyo malaki-laki pero this is small. Akala mo manual ng smartphone liit. And we have a Type-C na 65 watts na GAN charger kasama dito. Pwede mo rin ito pang charge ng mga Tecno na smartphone mo. Pero ako personally, ito mas ginamit ko, This is a Chuktek na GAN 15 na charger. What I have here is 4 na port, isang A port, 3 C port. So perfect na perfect to. Kaya-kaya na ikarga ang laptop nito. Dahil 65 watts na naman kailangan nito. And I can charge my smartphone at the same time. Plus, retractable pa siya. So kung hindi ko kailangan, bago. I'll also post this on the description box. By the way guys, itong Tecno MEGABOOK na K16s is exclusive kay Laptop Factory. This one, isa lang kanyang configuration, 16 gigs of RAM, 512 gigs of storage. Ang kanyang presyo would be priced at 46,999. And nung early bird sale nitong laptop na ito, it comes together with a free na Tecno Spark Slim. Sana maulit-uli yun. Kaya stay tuned na kayo sa Facebook page ni Laptop Factory for more details. Napag-usapan natin kanyang design. Itself though, I would say na pretty nice and solid. This one has a all-metal na lightweight na design. And pag tinignan mo naman kanyang thickness, not so bad na siya. It's quite slim naman for itself. Pero kung pinagtabi mo naman sa MacBook Air, di hamak ko mas manipis naman si MacBook Air. Pero para sa akin, this pwede na. Pag tinignan mo ng mga ports dito, hindi ka naman mukhang tinipid ni Tecno. Meron siya Kensington lock, dalawang Type-C port, isang USB-A port dito, HDMI port, and meron ka pang audio port dito. On the other side, meron ka micro SD card reader, meron ka pang USB Type-A port, and meron ka pang LAN port. I'm not quite sure kung meron pa mga gumagamit nitong LAN port na ito, Pero probably there are still mga medyo provincial na mga hotels na still using the LAN port. Probably might be useful. Lalo kung gusto mo uninterrupted na connection, maganda pa rin LAN port. Pag tinignan naman dito sa kanyang ilalim, andito ang kanyang heatsink, dito nang lalabas ang singawan ng init, and andito ang kanyang loudspeaker. Isa dito, and isa dito. Maganda namang grip ng kanyang mga rubber bootings dito, so hindi siya dumudula sa table. And by the way guys, DTS audio to. One thing that I like dito sa kanya is pwede mo siya i-open ng 180 degrees and hindi sobrang kapal ng kanyang bezels. For me, not bad And ang kanyang webcam, pwede mo siya itakpan kasi meron siyang privacy. Meron siyang switch dito na pwede mo i-toggle para open-close. And pretty solid din ang kanyang keyboard. I've been using this for the past 2 weeks and okay naman mag-type dito. Quiet and very responsive. And what I like dito is malaki din kanyang trackpad so hindi ka mabibitin. 5 fingers, walang problema. And kaya ka naman siya hawakan ng isang kamay so pretty lightweight na rin siya. Now, itong laptop daw, upon boot up, it runs on a Windows 11 na single language na English. Pag tinignan mo naman siya, upon boot up, pretty bare lang naman siya. Just the Windows 11 and probably there's a few apps na naka-pre-installed. Meron siya WPS Office pero pre-trial lang siya. Pwede mong gawin yung Word document mo dito, spreadsheet, presentation, plus PDF. Kayang-kaya naman i-handle pero free trial lang siya. And what I like dito, it comes together with a pre-installed na Tecno PC Manager. Ang dali-dali i-manage ang yung PC if you have this one. So basically, pag binuksan mo siya, makita mo yung temperature ng PC mo, yung RAM usage mo, saka yung CPU usage mo. Then meron siyang quick settings dito wherein you can calibrate your battery settings, yung microphone settings mo, yung sound settings mo. You can also choose your mode ng PC mo dito. Either you want to go for battery saving mode, balance, or performance mode. Siyempre, performance mode tayo kasi nagte-testing ako. You can also check out all of these tips here para medyo ma-maximize mo ang your laptop. Now, you can also control your smartphone using itong PC na ito. It supports most Tecno na phones and Infinix na phones. Check mo na lang dito sa compatibility. Now, pwede mo rin i-calibrate itong PC to better optimize it for your usage. And you can also clone your older PC papunta dito. So, lahat ng files mo automatically magmamigrate papunta dito. Parang smartphone lang, phone-to-phone transfer from old to new. Kaya rin na dito from laptop to laptop. Napausapan natin yung kanyang processor. This one comes together with the Intel Core i9 na 13900HK na processor. It's a 13th gen na chip ni Intel, and for me, i9 is definitely quite powerful kasi medyo top of the line siya. It also comes together with the Intel na UHD graphics, which is perfect for everyday usage. And sabi rin ng Tecno, kaya rin nito mag one finger opening. Tinry ko naman sa kung nakalapad siya sa aking table, kaya naman niya. Walang problema. So, pretty easy to open. Nung tinitingnan ko naman kanyang hinge, mukhang sturdy naman siya based sa kanyang build quality. And what I also like is that yung kanyang power button niya serves as your fingerprint scanner for security purposes. Now, by default, the PC nito has 16 gigs of RAM. Now, chinek ko naman sa CPU-Z, dalawang slot naka-consume pareho. So, dalawang 8 gigs of RAM ang nakasalpak dito. Ang brand ng RAM is from Hynix, and it's a DDR4 na PC3200. So, alam naman natin DDR4 is hindi na bago, no? So, siguro pag DDR5 ang nilagay na dito, better ang kanyang speed, better optimization. But I probably cannot blame it kasi ang taas ng presyo ng RAM ngayon. Kaya probably they opted to use a DDR4 instead na DDR5. And based sa spec sheet, pwede ka mag-upgrade to 32 gigs. So, meaning you can put two 16 gigs sa RAM na DDR4 dito sa PC na ito or sa laptop na ito. And also by default, the laptop na ito comes together with a 512 gigs of storage, and it's a NVMe na SSD. Pero based sa Crystal Disk Mark, nung chinek ko kanyang read speed, it's 3,455 Mbps, and ang kanyang write speed is 2,835 Mbps. For me, mabilis na siya. Nung sinalpak ko naman ang aking hard drive dito, I was transferring to and from yung hard drive para matest ko lang read and write speed naman niya. Probably not the fastest na experience ko, pero quite fast na rin siya. Now, I was able to load some other benchmark dito sa kanya, and nung niload ko naman sa Geekbench dito, itong score na nakuha ko sa kanyang processor, and ito naman nakuha kong score sa kanyang graphics. So, kita naman natin graphics is nothing really wow, dahil it can only do yung mga basic tasks na bibigay mo sa kanya. Nung tinakbo ko naman si 3D Mark na still naman na stress test, nakakuha ko ng 97% stability sa kanyang frame rate stability. So, pretty nice. And ito naman score nakuha ko sa kanyang CPU profiling nung naka-max load ang kanyang CPU. Now, pagdating naman sa experience, I was able to try to play 2 games dito. Nilaro ko si Asphalt Legends and si Doom Eternal. One surprising thing dito, si Asphalt Legends, nilagay ko siya sa medium graphical settings, and it was able to let me play the game smoothly. Wala na feel na frame drops, okay naman siya. Was able to play halos 30 minutes dito non-stop. Medyo mafe-feel mo warm kunti dito, pero hindi siya irritably warm. Probably if you check yung mga other tech reviewers, they were able to set yung mga games sila to the lowest graphical settings. Pero ako, tinry ko naman sa i-set sa medium graphical setting, it was able to game. Smooth naman ang gameplay, okay naman kayo ng graphics. So, for me, it's quite not bad na. And pagdating naman sa Doom Eternal, nasa medium graphical settings din tayo, and I was also able to game smoothly dito sa kanya, wala naging problema. Siguro, hindi lang masyado graphical intense tong dalawang game na ito. Siguro, ibang kwento na pag nilagay ko ang Red Dead Redemption dito, mahihirapan to at masasakal dahil wala siyang dedicated na graphics card. Pero overall, tong dalawang game na ito was able to get me through. Okay naman ang gameplay niya dito. Just don't expect too much from it. Now, one good thing na gusto ko dito sa kanya is malaki ka ng display. 16-inch ka ng screen, and it has a 16:10 na exclusive na ratio para sa kanya lang. So, ang dami ko pinanood dito ng videos, lalo ng NBA All-Star Weekend. Nanood ako dito ng Slam Dunk Contest, ng 3-point contest, nanood dito ako ng All-Star Game. Okay na kanyang display. I was able to enjoy dahil ang laki ng kanyang display. And truly, maganda naman kanyang sound quality experience dahil malakas ang kanyang loudspeaker dito. Habang pinapanood ko NBA, nakikinig ako sa broadcasting na clear naman ang kanyang sounds. And habang nanonood ako ng mga K-pop videos dito, pinapakinggan ko kanyang music, okay na kanyang sound quality. So, check sa akin ang kanyang sounds. And tinest ko rin ng dual mic na AI, and I would tell you na okay, pretty nice, clear kanyang sounds, and it even has noise cancelling. Ito, pakita ko sa inyo sample. So guys, right now gamit natin ang Tecno MEGABOOK 16s. And this is the default quality ng audio and video. If you're using this one for teleconferencing, it has a 1MP na camera and a dual mic na may noise cancelling na may AI. Kamusta naman aking quality? Let me know in the comments. Di ba sabi ko sa inyo, not bad ang quality? Pwede na. Pagdating naman sa typing experience nito, I would tell you na okay naman siya. Quiet naman siya, hindi siya maingay, and very responsive naman siya. And one thing that I like also is yung kanyang trackpad is that it is really spacious, lalo na kung mahilig ka mag-finger gesture dito. So definitely, it's fun to use. And ginamit ko rin naman tong laptop na ito to edit some of my videos. And honestly, not the best, pero not bad. Pagdating sa Photoshop, okay, kaya niya i-run. Wala kang maging problema dito sa kanya. Pero pagdating naman sa Premiere Pro, lalo kung nag-render ka na 4K, medyo hindi siya ganun kabilis. That I can tell you kasi wala siyang dedicated graphics. But if you're rendering mga 1080p, walang problema. Kayang-kaya na i-handle. Now, kamusta naman kanyang battery life? What I like dito naman sa kanya is that malaki ang kanyang battery at 70 watt-hours. And claim ni Tecno na this one can run you up to 17.5 hours of usage time. Based sa kanilang laboratory testing, it's basically more of mga office work and entertainment. So, isipin na lang natin mga spreadsheet, documents, and yung mga Spotify tsaka YouTube playback. Pero nung niraran ko personally to as my daily driver, personally, hindi ko nakuha yung battery life na yan. As siguro, masasabi ko siya, it can run you up to around 6.5 to 7 hours if you're just watching videos dito at a 40% na brightness and 720p na video quality. Siguro, tansya ko, nandun lang, 6.5 to 7 hours. Siguro pa nang document ka, maybe can last you longer. Pero based sa experience ko sa video playback, yun lang ang numbers na nakuha ko. 6.5 to 7 hours. Like I always say, depende sa usage pattern mo, iba-iba ang condition. So probably nung tinesting to sa kanilang laboratory, malamig naman dun sa kanila sa China, and medyo mainit dito sa Pilipinas. So probably it's another factor, ang weather. And pagdating naman sa internet browsing, okay, smooth din siya. I was able to get some really good na internet connection dito, be it sa coffee shop, sa loob ng bahay. Wala naging problema sa aking connection. It's just that hindi ko na tinry ang kanyang LAN port, and most of us naman Wi-Fi connected na tayo, so I didn't bother to try yung kanyang LAN port. But it's nice to have. Now guys, with the PC price going up ngayon, itong Tecno MEGABOOK na K16s, I would say na pretty solid na investment siya. Meron ka ng powerful processor from Intel, meron ka ng 16 gigs of RAM and a very generous na 512 gigs of storage and a powerful PC that can run you throughout the day without any problem. And what's nice kanya na sobra ko na-appreciate is na USB Type-C port na siya. So you can buy mga power banks na kaya mag-charge dito sa laptop na ito para extended ang iyong battery life. Maglalagay na lang ako sa description box ko ng mga i-recommend ko. So basically, that's it for the Tecno MEGABOOK K16s. I was happy with yung journey ko together with this one for 2 weeks and solid na solid ang mga ng performance. I would say na madali siyang bitbitin, lalo kung magte-travel ka. Probably not the lightest, pero malaki ang kanyang screens, so definitely may konting trade-off. If you want a lighter one, you can go for the K15s. Pero ako, personally, I suggest you get the K16s na lang. Kasi 2,000 peso difference, you get a better performing one. So by the way guys, again, this one is exclusive lang kay Laptop Factory. I'll pop the link on the description box below kung saan nyo siya pwede makita and pwede makagilap or pwede makontak. Just mention na lang na ni-refer kayo ni Gadget Sidekick. And I'm pretty sure sa kanilang offline store meron silang mga demo units na naka-display. You can go ahead and try it out on your own. So guys, kung natuwa naman kayo dito sa video nito, don't forget to share to your friends. Kung may alam kayo mga kaibigan na naghanap ng laptop right now, pwede nyong i-recommend ang Tecno MEGABOOK K16s. Take it from me. So of course guys, i-encourage ko kayo to like, subscribe sa aking channel so you don't miss out ng mga review ng mga laptop just like this one, si Tecno MEGABOOK K16s. So paano, hanggang dito muna ako and I'll see you on my next video. Peace out. And so, ako pala si Richmond and you're watching Gadget Sidekick. Like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. For one of my latest uploads, click the dito. And for one of my popular uploads, click here.